Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the 49ers, and it's all up next.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And how about his performance in the wild card round last week? Truly one for the record books. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. In fact, the statistician was questionable for this game, trying to recover from that one. And if you didn't know any better, you would have thought they were going 11 on 10 in that game all the way through. But now for this one, can he keep it going?
And right away, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This take it in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Still shedding tackles. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And a blocked field goal. So not only an opportunity missed, an opportunity made there on special teams.
Without a doubt, and I need to check with my analytics guy because every coach we've ever talked to, they always say, if you block a kick in special teams, your team wins 90+% of the time. I've never truly seen that number quantified, but that's how coaches believe.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Powerful running. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 61 yards. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery,
and across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. That's pulled in at the 32. Muscles him off. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like...
There he goes, right side. Nick Chubb, touchdown, 49ers. Nick Chubb, 57 yards. And the 49ers open the lead up to 34-0.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Again, it's Kamara. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Taking on the midfield logo. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, what a game for him. He hits for the return cycle, so to speak. He had the kick return. Now the harder part, just got the punt return for a touchdown.
And I would imagine that the special teams coach, as the ball left the punter's foot, he was thinking, should have kicked away from it.
Yeah.
Should have kicked away from it. He's in a groove, and sometimes you hit those grooves or those zones in a game, and he's in one now. He's in perfect sync with his teammates blocking, and he knows how to find the end zone.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Shoves him aside. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now back to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
Okay, great.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
Down the sideline he goes. Tyreek Hill.
Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards.
And the Niners are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. C.D. Lamb, a 16-yard
And the 49ers extend their lead yet again.
extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Saints, nothing.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because the defense got it. They were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they get to him again. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd down, here's Camaro. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a 1st down. But isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
Here's Matt Ariza now.
He'll look to set up his blockers. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
Lonnie Johnson picks it.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Dancing to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
63, Saints nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And it's fielded at the 34.
And the Niners just continue to roll.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Saints nothing.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
15. 1st down, Saints.
Kamara up the middle.
And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It fights him off. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 40. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And it fights through one man.
Down the right sideline, Christian McCaffrey.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it first and goal here from the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keep...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. And he coughed it up.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blow as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Back to throw here. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Now Hill to return it.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Christian McCaffrey.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
64 yards.
And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Ready?
2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this offense on third down today, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. There he goes, left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 37 yards. And the 49ers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Fielded just inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their mobile quarterback, 27 yards. And the 49ers are pouring it on. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss,
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And fantastic field possession has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Come on. Hey.
Now Hill fights him off. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal.
Chubb is in. Touchdown 49ers. So the toss play effective even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Here we go, set.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and a couple. They run it again with Chubb. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 75 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a 1st down as well.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Hustle.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.
You